down here in the south. So yeah, recruited this Necrolord. We're gonna have him settle Gristle Valley. That'll be a 1 turn, and then we'll delete him. That should save us some money. Man, that's so expensive. Yeah, it's okay. We have a little bit of money that we can burn for a turn or two, and that'll speed up our conquest. Now we need to figure out what we're gonna do down here in the south. So I'm thinking we take out this guy first. So the greenskins, they only have 2 settlements. So Steingart, and then we'll rush down here and take Fort Sol. And then what we'll probably do is come back up here, take Carrick-Herne, and then move over to the east and take Migdol, whatever. And then after that's all done, I'm hoping that we can attack this guy. So, speaking of which, we need to cancel the non-aggression pact with this guy. Yeah, turn 11, so now's the right time. So we can attack him in, what, 10 turns? It better be... Yeah, 10 turns. That's such a ridiculously long time. So 10 turns to cancel the agreement, and then another 10 turns before we can attack him. He's going to survive, even though he spawned right next to us, he's going to survive more than the people at the other end of the empire. It's kind of silly. But anyways, we'll deal with that. So, Isabella, we're going to send over here to Steingart. Let's get some items. So let's go ahead and declare war. I think this is the right settlement to attack. This one is walls. I don't think they have anybody down there. So usually those things aren't, like, they don't have any economy in it, so they don't sit in them. Now this, yep, he's at war with Overland. We can actually get paid from them. They hate us, but they'll still pay us.
All right, what do you want, creature?
700.
Fine.
Take Steingart. Here we go. Yep, he does have a little bit of a stack in there. I kind of wish these greenskins wiped them out earlier so that we didn't have to do this. We could have just taken it from the greenskins. So, pretty big army that we have to fight, but there's nothing in here that's particularly tough or interesting. So I'm not going to cover too much in this fight, but we're going to use Isabella to just wipe out the high value stuff. So we'll take out their lord. We've got, oh wow. Yeah, they've got quite a few ranged troops, so what we'll do is we'll probably just micro this guy. So when they shoot, we move, and then we go in for an attack, just kind of poke at them. Our army is moving up through the wood line. So we don't really want to get tied down by squigs, though, so let's, yeah, we'll fly away, and we'll go poke at him again. I would like them to attack. I actually don't care if they shoot at us. They only have a handful of archer units, and they're not particularly strong archers. And not only that, but we have Isabella. We can just tie them down. So we're going to have a target after this guy goes down anyways. So yeah, pretty easy fight. Here we go. Enemy lord's dead. Here comes the death ball.
You serve me.
So, like I said, we're just going to go straight for their archers, and then we'll save these guys in reserve, the wolves. We'll start flanking them. Yep, they're already running back, so they don't want anything to do with that. What are they doing? Don't flank my death ball, how dare you. Right, this guy's got some pretty good spells, too. I was kind of curious to see how well he would do. So we are getting shot. This is our... He's on a corpse cart, unholy lodestone corpse cart. So he is offering healing to everybody. Plus he has this, so it's like double the heal. Yeah, we'll save our winds of magic for a little bit. Let's yeah, Isabella's not particularly good at running units down, but good at tying them up so that we can run them down with the wolves. And then yeah, they're gonna focus this guy down, which is fine. We could just summon somebody to stop them, but he should be able to heal through all that anyways. So here come the dogs. We'll send Isabella to attack this guy if he tries to turn and fight. Oh boy, are they going to turn their whole army? Okay, so we need to tie these guys up so they don't bother us. That's really annoying. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna finish this up. Should be pretty straightforward. There we go, got the win. So the Doom Blob held. The only thing, we ran out of winds of magic, but took very few casualties, and we were able to run everybody down with the wolves as usual. So So actually Isabella and the wolves are a really good combo. We'll take the settlement. We got almost another 1,000 kills on our dogs. We got 42,000 damage. And then this one, I think we just occupy. There's no sense in ruining all this stuff. Got a Helm of Draska. Probably not going to wear that too much. Breakable. Yeah, this stuff doesn't really matter that much. It really, the only thing is it gives you armor and a small chance to get some traits. I guess this would be helpful on like a low leadership character. But you do run the risk that they get killed at the end of the turn. So I don't know, probably not worth it. But let's go a little bit further west and try and finish off Reichland. 3 more settlements to go. We'll take Oberstreich this turn. Helmgart will have to wait 1 more turn, I think. And then Eilhart will take this turn for sure. This guy is starting to mass an army here. They're pretty beat up though, so they'll need to wait if they want to get replenishment. I don't think they'll... Well, no, they could attack, but the thing is this garrison is actually back to full strength just about. And then we have walls, so I don't think they are really a threat. Yep, and then we were going to move this guy to take Black Pit, this army to take Weissmund, and then we'll stroll down here and take Karlberg after. So yep, everything looks like it's accounted for in this area. So why don't we attack this one first, put some items on, and then what do they even have left? Oh, they don't... Oh yeah, they don't have anything in the garrison, they just have these guys. Let me throw some items on.
Kill.
This should be a very straightforward fight. We will finally take this settlement. And oh man, that's a lot of money. Yeah, I'm gonna sack this one. It was level 2 going up to level 3, but it wasn't done yet anyway, so we're not really missing anything by doing that.
By thirst.
Just gonna piss off the people that live there, but they'll be fine. Sweet. So that will stave off bankruptcy for a little bit longer.
Yes, my so
powerful.
Okay, with this guy, we're gonna go take Eilhart. It's given us a close defeat, but yeah, we all know that's not gonna be the case. We could get some Felbats. That is not necessary. Yeah, we should be fine here. Take the settlement with no losses. And how much are they going to give us? 2 grand. Ooh boy. Yeah, I think that's worth it as well.
They will serve.
Puts us at 34. So province secured. Got another item. So that's some armor. And we upgraded to the Flying Hellsteed. Yeah, we'll use that instead of the corpse cart. I think it's probably more a little more utility with that. Now here is interesting. There's a Empire army out here in the middle of nowhere. Now Karl Franz will respawn at some point if these guys survive long enough. We'll take this next turn, and that should be all of their settlements, and then they'll attack. So it's going to be at least 2 more turns before they're gone. So he might actually respawn in this army, and then we'll have to fight him again. But I guess we'll see. And then one thing that just popped in my head. If we can only do this on the Lord, and you can only raise dead on 1 army at a time, it doesn't make sense to have more than 1 Gravedigger. We'll just have 1 and move it around. I suspect the same thing is happening here with these items as well. So the Mortal Informer and the Dreg. It probably does not give you extra battle loot if you do it with a hero. I'll have to test it. Maybe I can just auto-resolve battle, save it, and then do it again with the items and see if it makes a difference. But if it's not, then we would probably want to have only as many as we would fight with armies. So like 3, usually we have 3 armies fighting at once at the most, maybe 4 if it's kind of a crazy situation. Usually it's 1 or 2, so we probably don't need too many of these. Same thing with Mortal Informer, but this other stuff we can hang on to. Let's handle the rest of this war against Midland. So these guys are currently building up to tier 3 settlement, which means if we let it finish and take it, we can get a tier 2, but we're not waiting 3 turns. So the best option is to actually sack it. It's worth 1,500, so it's actually not too bad. Now these guys barely have enough room to make it here, so that's not the right call. What we'll do is instead we'll attack here. Let's get our buddy behind us so that we can get reinforcements, and then he can get XP and all that.
scent of death is strong.
Go, so that should help. He's going to participate, and then we'll fight this one. I'm going to do it manually just to make sure we don't take any unnecessary damage. We wiped them out, and I made sure to kill this guy before he got out because he was not in the settlement, so he could have retreated. But well, that's done. No losses. And we're sacking with this army. And then we're going to force march them north. Nice, we got another book and a pennant. Wow. We're getting quite a few items. Now, if we stay in channeling stance, we can get up here. Yeah, we can still get up there. So we'll leave that. This guy can come and occupy. And then he'll also be able to travel down here and take this in one turn. Perfect. So that's done. So in 2 turns, these guys are completely wiped out. This isn't a particularly strong army. So let's boost it up a little bit. We'll put some crypt ghouls. And maybe one more skeleton. That's fine. I know we're trying not to spend money, but it is what it is.
No.
We gotta have a decent army if we want to keep pushing. Because after this, we'll probably force march these guys over to Corsel. Is that a G or a C? G. To Gorsel. And then we need to take stuff along the coastline right here. Yeah, so we'll need to have a decent army for that. Now we got to figure out what to do with these guys. So it's a pretty strong army and just by itself, but it wouldn't be a bad idea to get some units recruited in here.
My bloodline.
But then also we're trying to keep it cheap, right? So I guess we're kind of screwed either way. So, well, maybe that's not the right word. What I'd like to do is get up here and start attacking stuff up there. We don't have a siege attacker here, so that's not really going to help for Salzamund. But I wouldn't mind maybe taking something up here if we can get there in a reasonable time. Yeah, I think that's the right call here. And then we'll leave this as a solo army. So turn 11, turn 12, turn 13 we'll be able to attack whatever's here, assuming it's not a walled settlement. I don't remember. I don't have the map memorized. So I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, we'll get them into position in the near future. And then these guys, same thing, we got to figure out, do we push up here and consolidate this? Or do we wrap around this way? I think we need to take this. If we go here like this, we have movement. So let me try channeling stance. Is that one or... No, see, it's an extra turn. So that doesn't really help.
Deliver it unto me.
We need to move up here. Oh boy. So there's actually somebody here.
My bloodline calls.
Well, let's get as close as we can to them. We'll wipe them out next turn, maybe. Yeah, we'll attack this. Does that mean we can get here in one turn? I really hope so. I really hope this means we can wipe this out and then attack this in one turn. Otherwise, that will have been kind of a waste. But it is what it is. We'll deal with it. Yeah, so next turn we attack. And then hopefully take this. I think that's it for all our armies, right? We're down to our damaged buildings here. So that should mean everything is moved. So a couple things to talk about. We do need to hire a lord to settle this, and I don't know if we should do it now because it's going to be 2 turns to get here. Right, this guy has extra movement speed and he can't even get there in one. So I think we have to.
I thirst.
And here comes another 1,200, another 1,500, so that's going to be 15 grand. We'll get a lot of it back though, so let's just do it. Move this guy out, move him here, move him here. Yeah, it's 2 turns. So we'll force march him. But next turn, well, next turn we take Grizzle Valley and... Oh, didn't recruit one yet. It's gonna go up even higher. Oh my god. Oh no, we don't. We don't have anybody here. Oh no, I did. Yeah, that's right. This guy, I remember now. This guy's gonna give his troops to him, and then he's gonna go up here. So we do have it accounted for. So we're gonna take 2 settlements for free next turn, another one the turn after, and then we're gonna clear off 3 armies. So we're gonna go back down to 13 armies. And that should save us about 5 grand total. So we'll probably go back down to about minus 10k. Yeah. We're going to end up at minus 20k after this turn, so we'll still have plenty of money. We'll have about 2 months in reserves, which is about where we've been trying to keep it. So I think that's it. I need to check items, check diplomacy, and put items in preparation for the next turn. So I think that is it for turn 11. We'll see you on the counterattacks. Flipping through diplomacy here, and I noticed if we join this guy's war, he'll actually become our vassal. That's kind of interesting. Might as well do it. See if he might end up dying off pretty soon. But it's not that big of a deal. And we'll end up at war with these guys soon anyways. So they're at war with the pirates of Sartosa. They have 6 settlements. Okay, so they're actually kind of strong. Maybe we'll be able to get a peace agreement with them or something. I don't know. Oh, they actually have 2 full stacks here.
No, I'm surrounded by
So they'll... Yeah, these guys are probably going to die then.
You'll be flogged.
Well, maybe that was a waste. But... like I said, it doesn't really cost us anything. They're far enough away, they probably won't attack us for a little bit. Alright, we are getting attacked by the Skaven as expected. Only 2 armies though. I actually thought they might pile on more than that, because there's a few more in the area. But looking at the threats, so Gorich is the most immediate threat, and he's in the starting army. The reinforcing army has 3 sets of work grinders. So that is a huge problem. And then they also have work fire throwers. So that is also a huge problem. So these 3 things need to be neutralized, and then we'll be fine. So we'll start off hiding our army, go after Gorich, and then we'll try to harass these guys with summons and some of our fast-moving units. But yeah, let's get in there. So we'll start with our fast-moving units exposed. Get them all the way in the back so that they run into these guys. We also need to go after Gorich before he gets to that line. We probably won't be able to. I think he's got a lot of hit points, so it might take a while, but they're not really coming after us though. Maybe we'll be all right. We can just harass these guys. See what they do. Yep, that's him, I think. That is Gorich. So let's start picking on him. We could also send our Crypt Horrors to intercept him before he reaches our line. That might not be a bad idea. Especially, he's going to be kind of, not low HP, but he's going to be chipped away at least. I don't know why he's going this way, but let's... What do they do? Oh, they summoned some clan rats. That's funny. Let's keep hitting him. Where is he? Oh, crap. I lost him. Where is Gorich? Yeah, they keep summoning clan rats on us. Where the heck did he go? He was just here. There, yeah, that's probably him. All right, he's hiding in the woods. I don't want to waste Winds of Magic if we're not going to be able to hit him. They've got... Yep, that's the units that we're kind of worried about. So why don't we start...
At once.
We could start summoning units on top. So Warp Fire Thrower and the Warp Grinders. If we summon on top of the Warp Grinders, the Warp Fire Thrower will probably waste some ammo shooting at him. Yep, there he goes. So they should friendly fire. Gorich is kind of exposed. We should be able to hit him here. He's on the edge of the forest. How are we doing here? Warp Grinders. They didn't take too much damage from that, so not ideal. Gorich is down to about 80%. So it is working. And then these guys need to get back. Yeah, they're just steaming right ahead, so I don't really want them to reach our line. So we'll probably have to go do something risky. Let's start working on it. There you go. They spotted him. Perfect. I hope they turn their entire attention to that. There's Gorich again. Let's get some hits on him. And then we need to not let the Warp Grinders reach our line. That's fine. That's not Warp Grinders. They're back here, it looks like. Yep, there's one right there. So we can do one right here. There's a Warp Fire. Spears. Warp Grinder back there. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. There's one over here as well. Gorich is running back and forth. Well, that's good. We're going to have some extra time, because I don't know what he's doing.
Death is assured.
Come on, dude. Cast so you can move. There we go. And then move. We need to get back here and get the Helm of Discord on these guys. Alright, there we go.
Doom and darkness. With haste,
And there's the fort fire throwers,
swiftly.
which are probably the most dangerous. So let's go for them first. Probably with the crypt ghouls or crypt horrors, because if they hit us, I'd rather them hit. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. I'd rather them hit the crypt horror with their stuff than these guys, because they'll get completely shredded. Okay, let's get up here.
Move swiftly.
You don't really want zombies messing with us, so let's go ahead and summon as many as we need. And then where's Gorich?
Swiftly.
There he is. Let's get one more nuke on him before he joins the line, if we can. Come on, dude. Do it before you hit your own units. You're gonna friendly fire. What is he doing, bro? Why is it stopped? Okay, he just refuses to cast. You freaking idiot. And then now we're out in the open getting blasted here. Okay, where's that warp fire thrower? We need to get in there. So let's just sacrifice our units to do it, I guess. I don't know what else we can do here. So the dogs can go after the night runners. Ridiculous, man.
At once.
Oh, they have one. They have yep, they just did a warp quake on us. So we'll AoE heal to counter some of that, but it's going to do a lot of damage. There's not much I can do about it. Maybe we hit the warp grinder first. Let's land on him.
Mortals will
What are we doing over here? These warp grinders are dead.
Blood Knight.
Night runners are dead. How's our crypt horror doing? They just ran into a giant massive unit, so not good at all. But let's fall back.
Serve me.
Okay, how is Gorich doing? He's still tearing us apart. He's at half health, so we're doing some damage to him.
Master Necromancer.
The line is healing and holding. They're okay, but we definitely need some help. Why don't we get some summons up there?
Your master
Distract some of these guys, and then let's get another AoE heal, especially on our grave guard.
What is it? Blood Knight.
All right, these warp grinders came after us. Nice. That's perfect, actually. Yeah, they came after the crypt horror, but then they're getting shot up, so they're probably gonna die here. You know what? Let's pull them back. I don't want to lose the crypt horrors. All right, that warp grinder's dead. Let's get the cav. They seem to struggle against cav, but they're doing well against our crypt horrors. How are we doing here? They're not gonna have. Oh man, yeah, this guy still hits pretty hard, but he's almost dead. Gorge is almost dead. We need summons. Just get summons on all the range units, so they're not hitting us quite as many with quite as many projectiles. These guys are gone. Yep, warp grinders are dead. We're gonna tank the shots. I don't really care because we can't let these guys touch our line. These crypt horrors just need some time to heal, so let's run them around the map for a little bit. Do that, and then
Master Necromancer.
we've got another summon we can do here, or we save it for the heal. I think we save Winds of Magic for the heal. Yeah, he's doing it again. God, that thing hurts, man. Alright, so AoE heal. Can we hit that warp grinder? The problem is, I don't even know where it is. I can't see it. Yeah, I know it's here. Can't see it. Alright, Gorich is almost dead. We need to kill him.
Very well.
Actually, what don't... Oh, what the hell caught us, man? Did they menace below? No, they didn't. These are just actual clan rats that were hiding in these random trees out in the middle of freaking nowhere trying to catch us. And it worked. That's cool. That's so cool how the AI did that. Okay, Gorich is maybe dead. Yeah, he might be dead. I don't see him. Get more healing. I don't want to lose my dogs. Let's get the direwolves back. The Blood Knights should be able to tank most of that. Yeah, they're taking heavy damage. Let's just pull them all the way back. Oh, dude, they have warp fire throwers still. Jesus Christ, I thought we killed them.
For Blood King, bring them.
They didn't get that much damage off, it looks like. So thankfully, yeah, thankfully we can still do that. Another summon on those guys so they don't hit us. And then we need to save Winds of Magic for another AoE heal. Okay, that's it. Those warp fire throwers are dead. I want to use these wolves to run units down, but I'm worried they're just going to have units hidden in the middle of nowhere, like they did for the Crypt Horrors. All right, these guys are getting some of their HP back. They should be okay to come back. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Gorge is dead. I don't see him. Maybe we can spot his body. That looks like it. Yep, there he is. So he's dead. He didn't make it out of the death ball. Can we use... Yeah, we should be able to run some of these guys down. These clan rats are going to be annoying. Let's just run them over. Do we have Winds of Magic for a heal? Yeah, we do. We're hitting our healing cap, though, so we got to be extra careful. Let's go ahead and heal the Cairn Wraith first. And then, nice, it hit our Grave Guards as well. So they have no more archers left. It's just we have to deal with whatever's in this front line. And then we're good to go. Let's go ahead and drop on top of this Lord. Yep, they're dead. They're going to run. We got it. Whoa, boy. That was a little sketchy. Feels like we were okay most of the time until they started AoE nuking this blob that we have. So that got a little scary. But yeah, let me run people down. So that was a pretty good fight. We got the 3 big units in the main army. That's the only thing I really cared about here. And then we'll see what we did on the second army. It's mainly going to be the Warp Grinders and the Warp Fire Thrower, which I'm pretty sure we got 2 of the 3 Warp Grinders and the Warp Fire Thrower. Yeah, that's what I thought. I couldn't find the one that was actually hitting us. So oh my god. He only got 3 kills, but he did 100,000 damage. So yeah, that's what was causing so much damage to us. There's literally nothing in their lineup that did any damage. This was literally their whole army. Nothing else. Like, look at this. 5,000 damage. 9,000 damage. 102,000. So, but it's okay. We didn't lose anybody. So we'll heal. And we mostly wiped them out. Alright, we took replenishment there because it would have gotten our army back to full health. So it's only 500. Let's see what they do. I don't know if they're going to dogpile us or Vlad. If they dogpile Vlad, that's a huge mistake. That's even worse for them. Yeah, here comes another army. That's kind of what I thought. Okay, we'll get ready for the fight. Oh, and it's an ambush. Nice. So here we go. We start off ambushed. Let's see where they're actually coming from. Yep, they have some people in the trees. We're just going to run away for a little bit. So Vlad, we put the invis armor on Vlad, so as long as he gets a little distance, he'll be just fine. And even if he doesn't, he'll probably still be fine, but I'd rather not take a chance. They're not going to let us go back into the shroud, huh? So we'll take the corner then. Yeah, we can take the corner and just harass him from here. Oh, nice. Vlad actually did get to go invis, but if they keep going, they're going to spot him. Let's get this lady out of here. Yep, they're not gonna go for it. So we'll move around. And then there's some very weak reinforcements coming in. This is not a particularly strong army that we're dealing with. So what I'd like to try to do is maybe circle around them, see if we can get them to group up like that one army did. Doesn't look like they want to do that. But that's fine. I'm gonna probably edit most of this out. There's not really anything worth showing other than getting out of the ambush. Okay, so this is what I was trying to do. If we corral them like this, maybe they'll bunch up. They're kind of bunched up, but not enough to where I feel like it justifies an overcast. Yeah, I'm gonna hold it. Alright, this on the other hand is an excellent opportunity. I got it off just in time too. That's gonna hit for sure. Yep. So we're starting at 38 kills. Let's see what it goes up to. I'm gonna also hit it with one of these. No, I'm gonna hold. It's okay. Let's just be conservative with our Winds of Magic. It does a lot of damage, but it didn't kill that many, unfortunately. So even overcasting, maybe it's better we just do the regular. I mean, it did good damage though. 36,000 damage. We got the win. We didn't get that many kills because they keep running. They run so fast. But
All shall perish.
might be able to get all the Lord kills at least. So yeah, that guy's dead. We'll run back here, chase this guy, and then we'll try and finish this up. So we wiped out the third army's just about gone. This army cut less than half. This guy's cut in about half. Yeah, so like I said, we didn't kill everything. We didn't kill that many units. They just have so many units running, so it's kind of hard. But we won anyways, and we wiped out a fair bit of their armies. So they'll need time to recover, and then we're just going to be on them next turn anyways. Here we go. We're getting attacked by Gourmandi. It's going to give us an auto-resolve here, so we'll take it. And it did wipe him out completely. Perfect. We lost one unit. Whatever. Yeah, and the garrison will come back on their own. So probably just take some money and we'll call it a day. That was a good auto-resolve. Starting off turn 12. I don't know. I think I might have forgotten to do the recap, but we're at 48 settlements. Negative 14 grand, but that's going to probably go down a bit this turn because we're going to settle 2, I think. Actually, why don't we do those first since that's the easy...
What do you want?
That's the easy stuff to do. So let's get rid of all these units.
My will alone.
This guy is just temporary. And we're going to have him colonize this.
This night.
So there goes a bunch of our cash.
This better be important.
But kind of knew that was coming anyways. And then we can trespass this guy. Tell him to get out. If he attacks, we'll have to turn somebody back to help because these guys are pretty tough. But anyways, that's one settlement. There's another one down here we can do. And then cancel, or not cancel, but fire this guy.
Everything dies.
There we go.
Darkness comes.
On him, so we can just dump him. There we go. Now we're back down to 12k. I thought it would have gone down more than that, but I guess not. We have one more that we need to take at some point, or in 2 turns, I mean, but this guy might settle it before we do. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We might be off by a turn.
Death is strong.
So we'll try, but like I said, they might get it. But not a big deal. And then we can't reach anything here in the south in 1 turn. So we're gonna have to go 2 turns. We'll finish this guy off, Fort Sol. And then we need to figure out if we want to break the truce here or whatever and take the diplomatic hit or just start working on these. And then we'll be a little bit behind schedule on getting ultimate campaign or long campaign victory. Because that's going to be one of the deciding factors, I feel like. Yeah, so if you look at that, we still need to wait 9 turns before we do it. And I don't think we'll need 9 turns. Well, we might actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe. 7, 8. Yeah, probably not. We'll probably be off by a couple turns, but it's... Yeah, we'll deal with it. Well, let's start our combat over here. So, Uberstrike. We just took that one, so it's in good shape now. And we're in range to take Helmgart. This is their last settlement. Helmut, yeah, that was the guy that was right here. He must have force marched. Yep, there it is. So we'll take Helmgart.
Kill. Slay them.
What kind of units can we get here? Just the usual. I don't think we need anything fancy here. We should be able to just go in. I do want to put items though. So this seems pretty straightforward, especially since our lord is flying, I believe. Isn't she flying, or she's on a horse? What level is she? No, yeah, she is flying. So we can get at the mortar very easily. We can get at all their range units. And this is a settlement, so yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. I'm gonna just edit this one, I think. Yeah, within not even 2 minutes in, we've already killed off the mortar, so should be pretty straightforward. Oh, we just got blasted. Let's go hide in the corner. There we go, we got the settlement. We took no losses, so our army remains intact. Now this one, we can sack. I don't know if we have movement speed for it though. So let's just loot and occupy, just to be safe. Yeah, you can't build anything here, so there's no point. There's no income, no money. Yep, it's just like a
Expand
the defensive
Sylvania's
position.
borders.
But anyways, we'll take that. That seals off this area. And now we border our buddy here, so hopefully
It is
he
night.
likes us more
You
because of it.
summon the Lich Master. I see.
Yeah, not
I see.
relations
A
are going
pact,
up
is it?
at least. Oh, also that is faction destroyed. Reikland's gone, so that's one of the victory conditions that we need. So that's done. Now we just need to take four more provinces, or yeah, 4 more provinces. We're pretty much there. We can get it in a couple turns, but the problem is this Averland one. This is going to cause us to not get it in the amount of time that we probably should be able to. I've got to come up with a better start then. There's got to be a way where we can get that to cancel on its own. Maybe we just do a bunch of raiding on this guy so that he cancels it or something. I don't know. But yep, there's definitely a better way. Alright, let's move the Isleheart army next.
Soon I'll be all
So we could take Fort Bergbrae or Marienburg. We need to take Marienburg for sure, but I think we are better off taking this and then ending our turn on this and then moving over here. So we'll take this one first. Yep, we can equip items here in a sec. So declare war. There's nobody here that we can get to pay us for it. Yeah, they don't have anybody there. And we can attack it right away. So it is a walled settlement, sort of, but not quite the same. So the biggest issue here, I think, is just getting in the walls. Once we're in, I guess we do have to deal with a decent amount of range. We could try to burn ranged ammo first. Let me see what they have, and I kind of want to see what the towers are. Last one we fought that was like this had cannons, which would have done a lot of AoE, so we might have to figure out a solution for that. So let's try to do some harassing here with our main lord. He's definitely not the best at fighting, but, you know, we got to do something different here because I think our army gets slaughtered if we just walk up. Right, they do have some knights too. A couple options we have here. We could just harass from here. So we have a lot of winds of magic. Here, why don't we do this? Let's see how many kills we can get. 39. Whoa. Okay. So we can definitely do that. Yeah, the Gaze of Nagash. We wouldn't have to. We can drop down and use some of our shield as well. Here, let's get it on this guy. See what happens. 56. So not that good that time. Let's go harass with our in melee. Let's see what kind of damage we can do. I know this guy's not really meant for it, but I think with some items he's half decent. Watch out for that group of knights. They might come back and try and beat us up. We also have Raise Dead if we wanted to do that. Okay, what is this guy doing? He's definitely not as good as the lady was, Isabella, but I guess he'll get the job done. Right, so I'm going to do some harassment here. You kind of get the idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this for a little while, and if we need to change it up, then we'll come back. I want to see this one side on. Yeah, it killed half the unit, so the direction that which you cast it makes a huge difference. So we'll try and hit these guys side on. Like all these guys are side on right now, so we'll maybe mix it up. We'll get them down to half, and then we'll finish them off with melee. That way it doesn't take 5 hours to do this fight. Yeah, here, watch this one. Ooh, that's gonna be nasty. Okay, not as nasty. It's because we're high altitude, and it had to come down. So it seems like you want to be on the same level as them, and side on. So those two things. Another thing we can try is summoning units. So here, we'll get some skeletons on these archers. We've got 10 of those, and they don't have 10 range units. So if we can kill 1 unit per summon, that would be pretty good. Yeah, he's already fleeing. And stop him from running if we can, maybe. Okay, working. If they bunch up, it's going to be a really good target for us, though. We can just Gaze of Nagash them. Yeah, he's already running. That's good news. Let's try and get some distance here. Yep, they're stacking up on top of each other, which means we should be able to do some damage here.
Yes, Doom and dark.
So I'm gonna go on the ground.
Van
See what that
Hell's
does.
dance macabre.
Yeah, see, it skips a lot better when you're on the ground.
Swiftly.
Or when you're on the same level.
I
Okay,
move
so we kind of got a game plan here, I think.
at once.
And there we go. Our first unit's broken. We can run them down, so we don't need to waste Winds of Magic on that part. But yeah, this should be pretty easy, actually. Compared to the last one, we had to do everything manually in melee mode. This guy actually has a nuke and a summon, so that it gives us more options at least. So yeah, I'm gonna grind this one out. Here we go. Got the settlement. No losses. And that's the opening fight for this guy. I don't think we have movement speed, so we'll just loot and occupy.
Everything.
And then we'll take Marienburg next. Ooh, I didn't realize we're at war with this guy. I guess we'll have to attack that next. I was gonna suggest we go to Gorsel, since that's part of the objective that we need to do, but I don't think we can afford to leave this open. They might also own this up here, Couron. So we'll have to be wary of that. But anyways, it's going to take us a couple turns to get through Marienburg. Yeah, because we can't recruit a siege attacker here anyways. All right, up next we've got our Necrolord. We're going to come down here and take Karaberg. Yeah, Karaberg and then Black Pit. We'll do that with the Strigoi. So let's do this one first. And again, there's all our movement speed, so we have to do this loot and occupy or just regular occupy. Let's see what kind of buildings they have though. Yeah, it's not a good settlement. Weissmund. This place is not really in threat of rebellion. It's probably not worth much though. Sack value 5. So probably just a regular fight. Let me put some items. There we go. This should be pretty straightforward. Looks like they have mostly physical, so that they don't have any AoE spells. They don't have any AoE units to worry about. We do have to worry about a couple archers. Literally just a couple. So I think we can just march straight in with their doom stack. We got our death blob.
Master Necromancer.
You know, I wonder if we could harass them a little bit first. They only have two range units, so we could just burn their ammo. Anything that runs, we can chase down with this. But yeah, you know, why don't we get in the middle of the map? That way we'll have more time to run anybody down. See if they wanna shoot. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Actually, they do have AoE with their lord, so we need to maybe burn his ammo. Get some harassment here if we can. So 37 kills for one spell is not bad. As long as we can hit him side on. If they're dancing, I guess we did enough damage. Yeah, if they're gonna leave their units behind, we can just summon on top of these guys as well. So we don't have to worry about any range unit at all. Do that, and then we'll go dive bomb them just to make sure. Where's our dogs? Let's get our dogs over there. So here they come. We do need to get this guy back soon so that we can deal with boosting up our units in the back. There we go. He's down. Run him down. We can do another one right here. Wipe these guys out. I missed my summon. Okay, we should be able to catch them. There we go. Those guys are off the map. Yep, they're hitting our line, so we need to get back. Do a second summon just to make sure that those guys don't come back. And then we need to get over here. Here we go. This looks good. Now, one thing we could do, we're in range. We could land. As long as we give the buff, it doesn't matter really where we are. And we could start... Oh, no, I don't want to do it through my formation. I want to do it on theirs. So let's see how much this skips. I say it's going to hit our own units. Unless he shoots it this way. Okay, not as much as I thought. You kind of have to be far away. That's kind of a weird spell. Well, not a big deal. Let's start summoning on maybe this back unit right here. This back area. What are we doing? Yeah, that archer's... Oh no, the archer got out somehow. I think maybe he ran and then re-emerged. Anyways, not that big of a deal. Let's get in the fight. So I'm gonna go inside this time. And then we'll just fight from in here. I think if we keep summoning on the outskirts,
The horde
This, we'll just
grows.
get these guys sandwiched in. Should cause them to flee pretty fast. Couple heals here. Let's start doing that. Oh, why is our dog dying? Oh my god. Okay, they sent a unit to chase him. Realize that? Let's actually use our dogs to go finish these guys off. Didn't. I totally forgot about them. There's some in here. Should be good. Yeah, these guys are already pretty badly damaged, so they're not going to be fighting back. All right, so that's all the range units completely dead. Now we just got to worry about winning the fight here, which I don't think is that big of a deal. I think we're pretty much in control of this fight. So what we'll do is we'll get our dogs back over here and try and get people to flee. Like this guy's kind of low. We can go harass or intimidate him. We can also get a heal on the dog. Yep, these guys are about ready to go. No, never mind. He got his morale back. As soon as we showed up to flank, he said nope. Which is kind of the opposite of what should happen. They should say, no, I don't want to fight when they get flanked. But, alright. Let's keep summoning.
Yes, yes.
Probably not much to watch here. I think we just clean up the rest of their army. We're in very good shape here, though. There you go. They're starting to crack. Once these guys get out... Oh, yeah, there's another one right here. So these guys are fleeing as well. Yeah, they're pretty much done. We'll run down what we can. Yeah, easy fight, no losses. There we go, 2,000 lost. Hopefully we get a corpse pit. I don't think so, though. And then, yeah, this one, I think we just loot and occupy. We got Balefire. I don't really want that. I think we want to stay on the Hellsteed, so let's do that, just in case I forget to switch it on the next fight. And then we've got one level up point. Yeah, let's just go for Wind of Death, and then we'll get that leveled up, and then when we do our blob, we can use that. And before we attack Black Pit, let's go ahead and upgrade to an Unholy Lodestone Corpse Cart. So let's dump this one, and then we'll get some heal at least. We could take better units here, but I don't think it's necessary with this army. We've already got a pretty strong army, and I think we're just going to bloat if we take more units. So yeah, I don't think we need it to take Black Pit. Probably don't need it to take other stuff back here as well. So let me put one more item I forgot to swap out, and then we will get in there. There we go. Oh, you know what? This one's a siege. It's going to be even easier. Yeah, probably just edit this. We're going to sneak up underneath the towers, usual, and then we'll take the gates. We'll take a little bit of damage here, I think, once we cross. Nope, they're going to abandon the tower. Perfect. All right, so we can actually get multiple units up here. There you go. Gates are open. We can start harassing them. They're still shooting us. Yeah, they're still shooting us over the wall, so that's kind of annoying. But I think we'll start harassing them. Yeah, they're still harassing over the wall. Love how you're literally underneath the wall and they still shoot you. It's fun. Anyways, I'm gonna do, I don't know, I'm gonna figure something out here. Enemy Lord's dead. We're gonna harass the last couple of range units, and then I'm gonna try and sneak some units in here and try and fight them without taking on their whole garrison at once, but we'll see what happens. Try to see if we can get the Karen race up here to do some damage. Maybe it's a bad idea, but and then we're gonna follow up with these guys on the ground, see if we can take out the ranged, because they're gonna hit fairly hard. But our Karen rates are getting healed. Oh boy, yeah, that's not good. These guys are damaging us a bit faster than we're able to heal, but they are fleeing, so I guess it's not too bad. Oh, they're hitting our dogs. Lovely. So let's go deal with them. Yeah, the ranged guys are all pretty much dead at this point, so pretty easy fight. We'll clean the rest of this up. They actually got army lost before we even got in and did much. So I'll heal these guys up, and then we're good to go. Here we go. Settlement is down. And let's see what we can loot and occupy for. 405. It's probably still worth it. We just need the money. And that's Vinland. Completely gone. Faction eliminated. So with this army... Well, sorry, with these two armies, I guess we got to figure out what our game plan is. I think Necrolord should move to Gorsel. And then we'll keep this army over here and take out Couron or whatever. I think that's the right move. So we'll keep him here. We'll have this one go take these two. This army can come up here and start working on these. These two, maybe. And then this guy, can we reach? Oh, we need one more turn. Yeah, I want this army to take out Lorelorn for
The
us.
shadows.
We're already at max winds and magic, so we don't need to do anything in terms of like our stance. But yeah, why don't we stay as close as we can, and then next turn we'll take items and then we'll go beat these guys down. I really don't want to fight this with a blob. It's all ranged, and actually some of their wizards have really good AoE spells, so I don't really want to deal with that. But these guys should be able to handle it fairly easily. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, a count of 4. This guy should be able to handle these. Well, actually, we'll move him next. Yeah, that's it. That's the Empire completely wiped out. The only thing we need to worry about now is Averland, which we have to go into bad reputation if we want to take it right now. So we might... I mean, we could definitely do the long campaign by, say, turn 13 or 14 if we wanted to take bad reputation, but we might want to skip that if we're going to go for like a domination campaign. Something to think about. We'll be well above the 60 by the time we get all this done. Now, I think we want to take out this camp next and then attack this. Or skip the camp and then hope they crash into one of our settlements. I'm just concerned if we don't do it now, it's going to slow us down. Because they'll probably come behind us and take something. So I don't really want to do that. But I'm concerned if we... Oh, you know what? We can't... I just realized we were in force march. We can't do it anyways. We can't reach this no matter what we do. Okay, no big deal. So I think we just open declare on these guys, attack the camp, and then we'll move into position here. We can probably just do channeling, get the last bit of winds of magic, and then we'll be good to go. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, also... I just realized, no, never mind, we're not there yet. 2 more blood kisses and we can get this one. Minus 10 upkeep on all of our armies. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go declare war on these guys. Oh, I forgot to put items. I'm an idiot. You know, we could retreat. Yeah, we have a lot of movement speed. Let's just do that. We'll put items and then we'll move closer so that we can attack this next turn. All right, there we go. So it should be a pretty straightforward fight. We need to get rid of these lead belchers, and then after that they have nothing left. So we'll still use our blob. We need to go after the lead belchers first. There they are. So we'll go harass them. We do have Gaze of Nagash, so we could probably just cast that a couple times. We'll see if we can do some decent melee damage to them too, but they're pretty big units. Let's dive bomb them. Oh, their melee stats are terrible. Okay, so we might be better off just fighting them. Yeah, there we go. They're already dying. One down. All right, let me cut these guys down, and then we'll go in with the blob. They've got our lord trapped because that's how this game is. Can't really do anything about it. So I'm gonna send in some units over here to try and help. So annoying. They get to just completely surround your unit. You can't do anything about it, even though you've got a very fast mount. But what can you do? All right, they're gonna kill our units. This is the stupidest fight in all of this campaign. Get these guys back. So absurd. All right, I'm gonna fight this. Had a little bit of a mishap here. Almost lost our entire army because this game is kind of bad sometimes. But anyways, we'll wipe out this stupid freaking camp. Right, we let one of the nobblers out. Hopefully we can do a follow-up fight so we can heal, because that was just absurd. So I was trying to harass, and then one single unit kept my unit from moving, and he would like... Anyways, he wasn't surrounded. He was just touching the side, and we couldn't get away, and then they were able to jump and dogpile on him. Or you know what? Let's just take replenishment. Nope. Yeah, good thing we did. Army's dead. So we can't really do anything about that. We could use some winds and magic, but is it worth it? No, we can still get there next turn anyways. So I think we just do that. I'm sure they'll attack us. Probably sally out and attack us, which I wouldn't mind. Maybe we'd fight that army separate from their garrison.